All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away myself. I have to take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Surely I leave her eyes. I said, yeah, I find you very hard to resist. With this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. Today is Tuesday, and if it's Tuesday, as I said, there is an election going on somewhere, some county, some states in the United States. But today we have our indigenous people. Yes, this is Indigenous Outlook. And today our guest is none other than Dr. Fidella Grand-Galon. And she's going to be joining us in a few minutes. We know that also in the state of Florida, some part of the state is experiencing, we call it Tropical Storm Elsa. Flavius Francine will be joining us later. Max Wanet, she's in the tropical storm direction, so she won't be joining us today, but we just hoping that she stays safe in the meantime. So I'm going to just, I see my guest is here, Dr. Fidella Grand-Galon, she's here. So I'm going to get Flavius and we'll be right back and get right into the nick of business.
Silence a defense. When did we start to retreat? Tell me, when did dignity and justice disappear? When did it not matter? Tell me, when murder was accepted? Why have you not spoken? Take a stand. Were you not watching the freedom fighters? Martin Luther King, Bob Marley, Rosa Parks, our heroes? Tell me, when was silence a defense? Am I alone? Am I the only one hurting? Where has everyone gone? Close mouth? Keep silence? Well, no more. If I must be alone, I must to stand for truth, God's truth, to stand for justice, not to withdraw. I will pay the consequences. Am I in fear? Sure, it's a human sensitivity, but it's through fear that courage is built. Can I withstand? At least I will try. But I guarantee that everyone will know that I spoke out and that silence was never my defense.
Shuluhali Wadani, our time has come. Shuluhali Wadani, our time has come.
Babadu badu badade, dade, dade da babadu badadu. Color of my eyes, color of my skin. Black is my kin, I ain't apologizing. Color of my eyes, color of my skin. Black is the sin, I ain't apologizing. Color of my eyes, color of my skin. Black is my kin, I ain't apologizing. Color of my eyes, color of my skin. If black is the sin, I ain't apologizing. Captured us from our homeland, sold us into a foreign land. What woe, what pain, what misery. 400 years of slavery, shackles, scars, and degrading. Color of my eyes, color of my skin. If black is the sin, I ain't apologizing. Color of my eyes, color of my skin. Color of my eyes, color of my skin. Black is my kin, I ain't apologizing. Color of my eyes, color of my skin. If black is the sin, I ain't apologizing.
Yes, yes, black is my skin. The music of Tasha Williams. We're going to have Flavius to introduce our guest this morning. We're going to go straight into it this morning, Flavius. And then we're going to wrap it up with, we're going to let people know what's happening in the state of Florida. So take it away, Flavius.
Good morning, listeners, good morning, viewers. Today, our guest is a repeat guest from the nation of Suriname. Our sister, Dr. Fidella Grand-Galon, who is a Maroon from Suriname, a champion of Maroon, founder of the Maroon Women's Movement, and a very, very prominent person in all Maroon life in Suriname and around the world. This morning she's going to speak with us about Maroon protocol. What is required, what's done, what is not being done, and all that. So help me welcome Dr. Fidella this morning. Good morning. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, my friend, Mr. Flavius, and good morning, all listeners and those who join this meeting. Good morning to the gentleman I'm looking at.
Franco.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good.
Franco.
I'm good health.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Franco.
Thank you.
Good morning. Well, maybe I should say it like I do it in my Maroon community.
Go ahead.
I hope you can respond.
I'll try. Maybe Flavius can.
Good morning. We are saying Uwekyo Tiu.
I don't
Uwekyo
Tiu.
Tiu means uncle. Because we always respect. We have mutual respect to anyone, even if you're a little girl and an older man comes and greets you in the morning, he will call you Tia.
Okay.
Auntie, because then you will pay him the same respect.
Okay, so Tia is auntie and Tio is uncle.
TU
is uncle.
TU.
Okay.
In my language. In one of the other languages, it is Tio.
Tio, yeah.
In my language, it's TU.
Uncle. Okay.
Uncle. So when I say Tio Franco, meaning you're not my uncle, but I'm full of respect towards you.
That's good.
Protocol.
All right. I'm going to make sure I write that down.
Okay. Well, Mr. Flavius, I'm all yours.
Okay, Flavius, go ahead. I think Flavius wants you to talk about
No,
oh, there he is. Go ahead, sir.
yes, the floor, the floor is yours. So just take it away. Go straight into it.
Okay, okay. Well, I've just started. I want to go through some maroon specific things of maroons in Suriname. You know, the thing is, this community has preserved the African way of life. And in all area of life, we have a lot of protocols, and we speak in codes, as what I just expressed to Tio Franco. I will continue to say Tio
Okay, Tito
Franco.
Franco, yeah.
Is because this is the way you need to approach someone, even if you know the person or not. You just greet with a title to the person.
Okay.
You don't just go and just say Franco. To us, it is very rude. It doesn't matter who it is. You don't come and say, yes, you're my friend, just say Fidella. No, you won't do that. So, but because of integration into the Western culture, we allow it.
Okay.
So we allow it, and people can call me Fidella where I am. But when I'm in the maroon setting, you don't call me Fidella, and I won't tell you anything, especially if you're younger than me.
Okay.
If you're younger than me, you address me as sister. We say sisa. And if you want to pay respect to me, you say ma Fidelia.
Ma Fidelia.
Ma Fidelia.
I like that.
And
Ma Fidelia.
they gave me a nickname since I was 28. My brother called me Ma Fidel.
Ma
And he
Fidelia.
continues to call me like that. And almost a lot of people in Suriname knows me by that name, Ma Fidel.
Ma Fidela.
Even if
Okay.
I'm older than the person or younger, they call you Ma Fidel, because that is a title we give to one another. You will never hear a maroon person say Janice or whoever. That is one basic thing. When you come in the morning, let me say that if Mr. Flavius come to Suriname, and we will greet him in codes. So the visitor that comes, and I know you or I don't know you, I say Wada.
Wada. And what does Wada mean?
Comes from slavery time, runaway time.
Okay.
You don't greet the one that you approach, the one that comes. I need to greet you Wada, meaning welcome.
Welcome.
But you have a specific way to respond. You need to respond, and the way you respond, I will know you're a freed man. And if you don't know how to respond, I know you're an intruder. And we still do it.
Wow.
We still do it. So today I will teach you all. So when I come to Jamaica, don't let me greet first in your village or where you are. You say Wada.
Wada.
And how do I respond? Fee-man.
Freeman.
Free
Okay.
man.
Freeman. Okay.
Fee-man. But they've changed it since the day they say Fee-man. But it is Fee-man. When you say Fee-man, people know you know the code of a real freed person.
Okay.
And we still use it this way. When I go to my father's village or my mom's village, the first thing they will say when they see me coming is, Wadao, and I will Fimao. That's it.
Okay.
So if you don't know it, you will just say, hi, good morning. And so that is not the right response.
Okay.
And if you're really free, you will say FEMA.
FEMA.
Will we do that?
Yes, I'll try it.
Are you free?
Yes, I'm free.
My lady
Hold
there,
on, hold on.
So I want to say.
I am Maxonette. Wada
Maxonette.
oh, ma Fidel. Wada oh.
FEMA, thank you.
Yes.
That's what I love for ladies. I wanted to challenge them to tell me what now. And you see, that is where the keeper of protocol is the woman.
So I could say wadaho.
To me.
Okay, wadaho.
Because you're
Ma
inviting me, you're welcoming me.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So next time I come, don't let me say good morning. Just say wadaho.
Wadaho.
I love it.
Wadaho. I like the nickname that your brother gave you.
Oh,
Ma Fidella. Yeah, wadaho Ma Fidella.
Tell everyone wherever I go that he gave me the name.
Yeah, wadaho Ma Fidella. I like that one.
Beautiful.
Fima Tiu Franco.
All right.
Okay.
I love it.
Now we're going, the Maroons, we call this protocol, we have one name for it, we call it Kia.
Kia. Okay.
K-I-Y-A. Kia. Kia means is the whole education, the ethics that you need to know. If you come to a maroon place and they say you don't have Kia, meaning you're not educated the maroon way. You don't know the ethics, you don't know the protocols. And that is what we use, Kia. When they say your Kia was perfect, but you did not receive it, meaning you became rude, because maroon people of Suriname think that your parents gave you a good education, a good ethic. So, and I say it, the Kia University, because it goes into every part of your livelihood. Doesn't matter where you are, it is there. And you need to know the Kia protocols.
Kia protocol, okay.
We have Kia protocols for our wedding. We have wedding protocols, right? We have the protocols for when you have a baby. We have the greeting protocols. So if I live in a village and we meet, I need to greet you first when I come. And then I say, Uwekyo Tiu. And that is good morning. Okay. And then you respond, Uwekyo Tia. But if I want to say greetings to my sister, I will answer Uwekyo Sisa. And then she will say Uweki Sisa. So we say Uweki O is when that is you who started.
Yeah.
But Uweki Ye is you who respond to it. And you have to greet someone in the morning. You don't come and you don't feel like greeting. Because it's not you yourself you expose. You expose your whole clan. That they say you are rude because your clan is rude. And you don't want to have that for your clan.
Yeah. I see.
So, next thing you do, you need to ask how we did sleep. Fausibi.
I like that one.
Fausibi. And it is not you alone, you and your house. When I say Fausibi, how did you all sleep? You need to know that I care.
Yeah.
Because we need to care for one another. You know, in runaway times, sometimes you would not sleep good. You would have an attack from outside.
Okay.
So when you wake up, it's a great thing. And you will say, Usibi Moy. Sibi Moy. We wake up good, beautiful. Moi is beautiful.
Okay.
So, greetings protocol.
So
Yeah.
greetings like this. So if I'm greeting and I say, "What a oh my Fidella,"
That is when I enter into Jamaica.
yeah, when you enter into Jamaica, and I say, "What a oh my Fidella,"
and I say, Fima Tiu Franco.
and then I say, "Oh Phoebe." Oh, for CB, my Fidella.
CB.
Okay.
And then I would say CB Moi.
Okay, CB
Moi means beautiful, good.
Okay.
Or
Right.
I can say CB Bumba. I always have to add something that doesn't have a meaning, but that is politeness. Usibi Bumba. But
So
if I say
what is Bumba?
Usibi Bum, meaning I'm rude.
Okay.
So they are very fine tuning. The feeling of the Kia is very high. The level is high.
Okay.
You don't come. It happens to a maroon cousin of mine. He went into the interior for gospel reasons, and then he saw an old lady in the village, and all the maroon Christians that were there that went into the village, they would greet her, "Uwekioma." And then my cousin, she was educated, she's a school teacher, and she was like, "Figo, are you going?" Right? That is not the maroon way. You know, the lady told her, when you know how to greet someone, come back to this village. We don't need you here.
Okay.
You're rude. She got everything that she didn't want to have. So you don't go and play it.
Yeah.
But if I come with you, she knows you're not a Surinamese maroon of my tribe. You can say anything.
Okay.
Because they say you don't have Kia.
Okay. I get you now.
Did you get me?
Yeah, I get you now.
I say you don't have
taking
Kia.
notes.
Okay. Please take notes. Oh, God. That's good. I can write down the right words, the right spelling. That's how we spell it. So that is the greeting one. And when we greet, is exchanging information about you and your family. So it can go on for half an hour.
Wow, that's a long greeting.
Half an hour. Yes. And you need to know, that's what happened to Fidella. Right?
Yeah.
To Mafide. We had the dedication of the Bible in my language, Okanisi. And I was one of the MC.
Okay.
And the king of my tribe came to receive the Bible in his language. So I was there to speak, to interpret from my language to English, because there were Americans involved, and from my language to the national lingua and to Dutch. So you mean I had 4 languages there, right? So I went up and I did my thing as normal. And then the king was like, "Wow, who is this smart little lady?" So he came up, and I was on a major test. He came up and asked the interpreter, the one who guided the meeting, we call him Bastia, and he says, "Can I greet this lady?" And he says, "Yes, Your Majesty, you can." So he said, "Tia Audio." Did I say that in the beginning? No.
Yeah.
He said, "Tia Audio," and I was, oh my God. I didn't say anything for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And he laughed. And he asked me where I was from. And I was smart enough to tell him my maternal village of a runaway time, Maronach time. I know that name. And I told him, and it was in the vicinity of his residence. You know what? That type of greeting, my mom taught me, but I thought it was for the old days.
Oh, okay.
Nothing is for the old days. I should say the audio. And I would say the faude. And he would say me the afuso. And then I would say something again. And I didn't know how to start.
Okay. So from
And he died having me in his mind saying Fidella is well educated, but not that educated enough to know the royal greeting.
Okay.
Sister, that is what is happening to our modern day Maroons. But still, I never got to learn that way of greeting because that is very royal. I have an uncle that might be on this podcast that knows everything.
Okay.
I wanted him in this meeting, but he could not be here with us. But he knows all. Well, that is just the greeting part. But the meeting part, what protocols are there for meetings? Like when you have a meeting with people of authority, how do we do it? It is known in Suriname that Maroon people meeting lasts like something that you would do in 2 hours. We do it in a whole day.
In a whole day? Why? Why so long?
Because of the protocols.
Okay.
Because of the protocol and because of the way it's organized. We don't quarrel in a meeting, even if I don't like you. Even if I want to beat you up, we don't show it.
You hide it.
Because there is a facilitator of the meeting, and he's appointed by the clan. It is called Basia.
Basia.
Basia is the facilitator of the meeting. And he's the assistant to the chief. So the government pays him to do this job. Not much money. So a chief of a village has 4 Basia, 2 men and 2 women.
Basia.
But when we have meetings, the men are the leaders of the meeting, not the women. The men Basia are the leaders. But you have female Basia. Where are we tapping in? In food, in cooking, in keeping up the place clean. That is the leadership of the women.
Okay.
And clothing you, making you look good, and do a lot of good embroidery in our pangi. That is what we do. We need to make you look good. Me and myself, you know, the head tie thing is our thing, my sister. And we have names for the head ties. We have names for the way we do the stitches. And one of the stitches, a style, I will write it up and send it via WhatsApp to you all. One is called long distance love.
Long distance
When
love.
I embroidery of long distance love is when I send it to Brother Tio Franco to Jamaica. It's a long distance love.
Okay.
And we have our love sign, and we have a love sign by folding the wrap that we put on the pangi. We fold it away to tell you I love you.
Okay. That's good.
Yes. The Jamaican girls can do that too. It's easy. I will send it up to you all.
All right.
But the meeting starts. When we start our meeting, the people with authority don't come first in the meeting. They should not wait on the people. The people are there first. And then the chief will ask the Basia to see how many people are there for him to come as the last person in the meeting.
Okay.
And when he comes there, The Basia, as we call it, sometimes they call him interpreter too, because he's the one that interpret what you say, even if you're angry. But the way you say it, he's the one that diplomatically tells it to the chief and everybody else there. You're not supposed to speak if the Basia do not point you out to speak.
You remain quiet.
So when the meeting should start, when everybody gathers, then the chief come and is there as the last person. And then the Basia will tell the people what the meeting is about, and the first one to speak will be the chief, the person of authority. If you do not do that, it's disrespectful, and you might leave, the chief might leave the meeting. And he will not tell you, I'm leaving. He will say, I will see something in my house. I will go and see something, never to return. He will never tell you, I don't come back. But when a meeting does not end yet and the chief leaves, he does not return.
I mean, he's mad. He's upset.
Right.
He's upset. It happened to a minister, a politician, I believe some 20 years ago in Suriname. He went to a meeting and everything went as the protocol says. The paramount chief started the meeting, but then the politician said something, because where Maroon live is their land. It's Maroon land. Whether the government gave it to them or not, it's their land. It's your tribal region. And when you come into my tribal region, I am your host. And the host, the guest, no matter who you are, need to respect the rights of the host.
Okay.
And this politician say, well, I have this and this position, so even where you are here, I have the highest authority of this thing and so and so. You know what the paramount chief did? After 10 minutes, he says, I need to go see something. He left, never to come back.
Wow.
And all the great politicians stayed there till the end. And he had a chief assisting and taking all information to give to him. So when you have a meeting, when you are the leader, I am the Basia. You need to say something, and I'm not go into what you're saying. I have to listen, and I have to pay respect to you. And when the meeting comes to light, if it is heating up, because someone will say this and that, then they will pause the meeting. That's why it goes very long. They pause the meeting and then they go in deliberation. And when they come back, if they conclude in like agreement, they agree, because you know, in Maroon Protocol, you don't win and you don't lose.
You don't win, you don't lose.
We come to an understanding.
Okay.
You come to an understanding. And the fight must not go on further. I have been in, and then I will tell you all, but this is just a small part because I want to touch base on several things, especially for our lady there. It's the wedding protocol. You don't get wed to one man. You marry him and his clan.
Excuse me?
You marry him and his clan.
Max, excuse me.
And he marry you and your clan.
Okay.
It's not polygamy, Max.
Clarify that for me. Clarify that for me, please.
Well, I will clarify. The protocol here is I will take my parents. My mom was 13 years old when her grandmother and her father agreed to give her to my daddy. So, and his grandmother and my mom's grandmother and my mom's father decided for my mom that she would have that young man that is a hunter and he's a good-looking, strong, black, maroon man. So, my mom did not have a say until my father approached her when she was a bit older. She was 14, she told me, or 13 still. And then my father approached her and she said yes, because the man was good looking, right? But she was not involved in anything anymore. And my father, because they said yes. So what will happen, they will have the period of her being his fiancée. So how does this happen? Two uncles of his maternal family, because we are matrilineal, his maternal family came to my mom maternal family uncle, her mother's brother. It's not her father, her mother's brother.
Okay.
He is the educator and her mother's sister of the girl. The daddy is the provider of food and children.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes. But he's not the educator of ethics and everything. But he's the provider. And if he's a good provider, he will make a lot of children. And then they will love him and keep him. And my daddy did that because he got 11 children with my mommy. I'm the firstborn.
Oh, beautiful.
So my dad was like he was a VIP in my mom's family.
I bet.
Yes. And my mom was a VIP in my dad's family.
Oh, yes. They deserved it.
They
11
loved
kids?
her
Wow, that's
because
beautiful.
she is the one that made my father carry the name that he has a lot of children with him. So the clan of yours, they are the one that benefits. So the marriage doesn't start when the uncles go and agree. That is a process. You have to wait for the girl to become an adult. So if it is 10 years, it will take you 10 years to wait.
Okay.
No sex before marriage. So if they want to wait like 3 years, you need to take care of her as if she is in your house already. So you will go hunting, bring fish, bring meat, bring anything. For them to know that you're a good man, you will be able to take care. The girl on her side, she receives, and she will tell you, see, I'm having a good man, and she and her sisters, all of them will make sure no other girl come near to him.
Wow. What
Yes.
at first,
Bodyguards.
Ma Fidel, I have to say, being brought up in the Western culture, I was like, what? But the more that I am hearing this, it don't sound too bad.
She thought it was polygamy.
No.
I didn't say polygamy, no.
No, you thought that. You thought that when you heard it.
Polygamy, I will tell you, it exists, but it has rules, my sister. It's not a Western one.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah.
They fought the first woman. I would not tell about that, but let me finish the wedding protocol.
Okay.
And then I will tap into that. Because Maroons are allowed to have more than one wife. And I have an uncle who's a chief. You know how many wives he has? One died, he had 4 wives. 4.
Whoa.
And I was against it. You can be against this as well.
Oh, you can be against it?
Thank
Why?
you.
Why? Okay.
They know I'm against it.
Okay.
Oh, because my mom was against it too. So my father never had 2 wives.
Okay.
Because she told him, you can have more than 1 wife, but I will not be one of them. That was my mommy. You can have 2, but I'm not included. And guess what my smart daddy said? He says, I'm not in for 2 wives because it's two-time trouble.
2-time trouble.
Don't let the Jamaican man hear this.
Him should have said 2-time more children.
No, he said 2-time trouble.
2-time more children.
He doesn't care to have more children, but he said 2-time trouble. So it was him that decided, but my mom would quietly tell me, like, I told him I will not be part of it. So he can say whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. But the period of the fiancé being a fiancé is not limited to 1 month and so.
Right.
So after the girl is an adult woman, then they will have the Pangi ceremony initiation. They need to initiate the girl into adulthood. And that is a Pangi giving ceremony. Pangi is the wrap we have on. And in my tribe is different from the other tribe. Each tribe has a unique way to do this. My husband is from another tribe. And they do it a way I would never allow myself to do it. I will tell you first mine, and then I will tell you what my husband's tribe do. I tell him, I'm so happy I'm in my tribe. My tribe, when you reach the adult age, you know, they could not read or write. So in Maroon Land, we would walk with our breast seen naked.
What's
breast.
the adult age, Fidel?
And then they look at...
What's the adult age you're referring to?
So it was not embarrassing. That is the Maroon Society. You will still see picture of Old Dale Maroons girls with their breasts because that's a beautiful thing to see, and you should never touch it as a young man because you will get beaten.
Okay.
Watch, but never touch.
For your eyes only.
For your eyes only.
That's a lot of eye candy.
Never touch.
But my Fidel, what's the adult age?
It is, for some tribe, it's 15 years old. For my tribe, is about 17, 18, 19.
Okay.
Okay, so it differs.
Yes.
It differs by tribes.
Different tribe.
Okay.
In my tribe, you need to be like about 17, 18. So, and then when the initiation, the girl should not know that that is her initiation date. They need to catch her by surprise. And you know the protocol there is, my friend, when they catch you with one pangy, surprise you, you need to cry. If you don't cry, meaning you really want to have a man.
Okay.
So you don't have
So wait a minute.
So you could put on some crocodile tears. What you should put on some?
Wait a minute. Wait. Sorry, I gotta ask a question.
Yeah.
Because you know I like to watch these documentaries, and I see all these different type of things. So you mean that whole thing is a performance?
It's a performance.
Well.
But the real thing is, in my tribe, you need to cry. But if you cry too long, they say you're happy. So don't cry too long, but cry.
So, Chef, what if you can't find no tears?
I got mine when I was 21.
Oh, really?
And my parents went through a lot because they say I'm a woman already. I was attending the university, so my parents didn't want to touch me. So my parents went through a lot and they never told me. I know uncles would see me in town and tell me, when are you going to have a man? And I was like, well, they need to come and ask. They say, no, you don't want them. And I was like, okay. And then walk away, because to me, I want my diploma first. And that was my mom supporting me. And she got a lot, especially when a cousin of mine had her baby at the age of 17 and I was 18. Right. So it is a big thing for us, the initiation. So when you have the initiation as an adult woman, then they will inform your husband-to-be, your fiance's family, not him, his uncle again, to tell him, well, the girl is ready, you can come. And then when he come for the first time to have her, he need to bring a lot of goods. Kitchenware, clothes, everything, right. Sugar, salt, whatever she can use, put on a lot of it.
That's right. He must be able to take care of her. That's right.
So, what's the adult age?
And that will remain in her custody forever. So if he's a good man, he represents his clan. Then they will say, men of this clan are very good men. They can take care, and so he promotes his clan as well.
Right.
Ma Fidel.
Yes, sir.
What's the age for the man?
The man needs to. He should not be a teenager. He needs to be older.
What's the average age?
He needs to be in his 20s, 21, above 20s.
About like
you
25,
need to be a
average?
young man, but you need to be able to take care of a woman.
So 25 is like the average then, or beyond 25?
Yes, 25, yes.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
Francine,
you need not to be young, too young.
All right.
Because you would not be able to go hunting and you can get a child, but you won't be able to take care.
Okay.
Your uncle needs to help you. But they need to see you. You need to be able to make your own canoe. If you can make your own canoe, you need to have your own house. Because where will you take that girl to? To your mommy's house? No.
Thank you. I am with you. Francine is in the chat room. She says she doesn't support the 2 wives, but she loved the tradition and she's in full support. Again, as a woman, and I've been married, we won't talk how many times, that's irrelevant. But the point is, but it really is relevant, to be honest with you, because I think that if I had this type of being a Maroon and not knowing I was a Maroon until I got into my adulthood, now I can say, well, wow. But I think that would have been a beautiful thing, because I would have had one husband, I would have a whole tribe of children, and it would have been a completely different lifestyle compared to what we live here in America.
In the Western world.
Here, no offense,
Western world.
But a lot of the men here can get away with not taking care of their children, not being good providers, they can get away with that. And then all of the burden falls on the woman and the children. And we suffer for that. This way in the Maroon culture, it will, not that it may not occur, but it is set up so that does not occur. And I'm for it. I'm for it.
It is set up like that because before you marry a man, you will go and study his family, how they behave.
Thank you.
When I came home and told my mom that a brother in church want to marry me, she sent my brother out to study them.
That's right.
And he came with good report.
Okay.
That's right.
So my mom was like, okay, and Maroon people do that. I say they are like CIA on the man.
Oh, yeah.
And also on the woman.
You should be.
The man's family will do the same to know where they come from. And not only the girl, but the whole clan. Who are they? Right? So that is thing that still happen now, because I know a cousin of mine would marry someone, a family that we knew, and his mother called my mom, say, sister, my son want to get married the Maroon way to this family. Who are they? And we knew them, and a good report was given, say they will do good, and she's still doing good. So we are good informants.
Oh, yeah.
So if my girl want to marry a Jamaican, I will do it my Maroon way.
All right. You know, I'm kind of concerned. You say you're gonna explain it a little bit about the Maroon ways of polygamy.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Let me tell you, the Maroon, when I'm the wife, he doesn't marry two wives altogether. No, he marries one first. And when he sees another one, he has to respect his first wife and go tell her. And she will say, no, I don't want a rival, right? I don't want a rival. Women don't like it. I don't want her. So he should do this. If he really loved that second wife, he should go forth, have her, but first his family will come and talk to the first wife again. And she will say no again.
Of course.
But then they will move on. They know she doesn't want it.
Yeah.
They will move on, and he will have her. And then, because you should not do it without telling her. You need to tell her if you want to keep her. So when he has that woman, maybe within 1 year of rivalry between the two, he needs to have a meeting, a peacemaking meeting. What happened? But the woman, the first one, even if she knows that her husband is with that woman, she should not touch the second woman, because sometimes we want to beat her up. Don't do that.
True.
Because you will violate your right.
Wow.
You don't want to violate it.
Right.
So because you're the first one, you're the queen of the house. She comes second. She will not be the queen among you all. You are the queen, the first one. What happens in that? The peacemaking coup is meeting. The peacemaking meeting. The second wife should come. The village will be there all together. The pro and the cons. You know, the woman's relatives will be there with her. Remember, she didn't marry the man. It's she and her clan. And the husband's family who loves her will support her. And then they will go there and have the peacemaking thing. The second wife should come and greet the first wife. They are sitting kind of like in a circle. She will come and greet her. She should not respond. She would watch her and say nothing. Church say nothing. The third time, the first wife stand up, beat her in her face. Beat her. She should not touch back the second one. She and her sisters, cousins who are there can beat her up, the second wife. Right? And then you don't want them to kill her. Then they will come, you know, those who are not belonging to the clan, you know, there is always a party there that is not on either side. They will come and say, it's enough. It's enough. Leave her alone. Give her some break. And then she will give her a break. She will then sit again. And then the beat up wife, second one, will go back and greet her again. And this time she will say, she will respond. And then they want them to hug and tell them, you did your thing. You had the right to beat her up. and you did beat her up, and you make peace. So don't do that, but you have the first rights. The man will divide his days. If he will sleep 1 week with his first wife, he need to sleep half a week with the second one and keep that forever. If he violated, the first wife has right to beat her up again. And if he doesn't want that to happen, she will keep it.
Wow.
So that is why they are allowing it. But sometimes it happens that the first wife sees a beautiful young girl, young woman, she loves her, and she can advise her husband to have her as second wife. And all this that I told you will not happen because she loves her from the beginning. And she respects her, and they will live on the rules. It happens before in my clan that a beautiful clan member of mine, a woman, the wife of a man saw her and said, she's so beautiful and nice. Have her as your second wife. And you know what happened? The man left the first one and stayed with the other one till he died.
Okay, see?
And sometimes if the first one cannot have a baby, she can does that, she does to her as well. I had an uncle, his wife could not bear children, and she saw a beautiful girl in the village. He took that girl, and that girl gave my uncle about 10 children. And the first wife was like the mother that fed the children, help in anything till she died. Both of them remained with my uncle. So there are good polygamous relationship too, my dear.
Well, you know what, my Fidel?
Yeah.
If it can work, I'm not going to say no. I mean, I'm just going to say if it works for them, hey, I can't be against. I'm not against it personally. But I haven't been in that. I have been offered to be a sister wife, is what they call it here, a few times, and no. See, I can't.
Sometimes it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know a song that is very popular in the Caribbean, Alison Hines is singing? Follow my ding, ding, ding. You know that song?
No.
Alison Hines?
I heard it before.
You heard it?
Yeah. Follow my ding ding.
Mama ya dona kambosaki dona baka wefanya follow my ding 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 alama de. I came to Miami and I heard that song for a carnival event, and I was like, how could they have it here? And on Bayside they were singing it, and so it's a song from my tribe.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a song of two wives. Yes, the rival of the first wife was taking care of the beautiful daughter of the first wife called Donaye. And she went to the land to plant and sow. And they left that girl. And he says, she's allergic to a fish. Don't give it to her. And the second wife gave it to the girl, and she died. But when Maroon celebrate life, they sing. And that is the song that the second wife killed the girl, Donaye. But you know, and then they dance, and people think it's sexy. But no, it's a storytelling story that you do not eat out. You do not eat out as a child because you don't know what an auntie, a sister of your mom would give to you. Eat what mommy cooks.
That's right.
That's the song.
You know, I want to say everything that you described. I mean, even though as being brought up in the Western culture, I can see, the advantages, the disadvantages, but I can't call names, but I know a lot of people, where they have, 4 or 5 different baby mothers. You have
Yes.
3 kids here, 2 kids there, 5 kids there. And there is no way that this man can split himself evenly between all these children.
No.
These children are going to be shorted, and they're going to be at a disadvantage because
Yes.
I feel they need both parents, if
Yes.
when possible.
Yes.
So I have told these peoples that why don't you just get a house and put everybody in it? Instead of,
Yes.
do you know how much money they would save? Do you know how much time they would, and the children would all be together. But,
Yes.
Here it's more easily said than done. Because if you have 4 women and you have 1 man, that's a lot of chopping up.
Yes. Right now it happened because we integrated. Remember, we speak many languages now. We speak the Western language, and it comes with its culture.
Right.
So a lot of what I've said here does not add up anymore.
Oh, wow.
It happens still. Because you see, some of us are Christians, like me. I'm a Pentecostal Christian, but I got married the Maroon way. I had my pangi. All the protocols are very properly kept.
Right.
That's why I'm having a lot of stuff telling people that the culture that a white man brought is his culture. But we have key protocols that are very, very important to keep. You don't, especially where it goes into politeness.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget that. So, like, I went to church one day and I put on my maroon attire. And some maroon sister was like, Fidella, why do you put this on and come to church? I was like, this is me.
Right.
This is me. This is my attire. And I became ambassador. I would go to reception. You would see me with my pangi attire. And I know one day in Parliament in Trinidad, someone asked me, are you from Malawi? I said, well, maybe, but I happen to be born in Suriname, and I'm a maroon woman, right? And I'm the ambassador to Trinidad. And at many functions, they thought I was a Nigerian. And someone told me, oh, we didn't know you had maroons. I say, yes, I'm one. And my father was a chief, right? And my mom was a female Basia. So, and my grandfather was also a chief of his village.
You see this, what you can share?
Let me ask you.
I wish that I could do that. I mean, we are so lost from our culture here that I can't say what you're saying because I have no way of knowing. So, I mean, that is so rich and beautiful. I have such respect that you hold on to your culture. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. I love it.
Yes. I think that happens because we have the composition of the tribal system that still exists in Africa. So when I went to Ghana, I thought I was in my village.
Right.
I've seen a lot, and sometimes they say we keep more, and Africa is still cutting loose of a lot. But when you come into a village in Suriname, this day to date, we are still like that. And what we are doing, we speak our language. I'm doing program on the radio in my language. Right. And a lot of our words of our languages is now being integrated into the Surinamese language too.
Okay.
Fidel, before you go, let me ask you a question. What is the highest honor a woman can have in the Maroon tribe? The highest honor.
The highest honor?
Yeah.
Is the second chief of a village. The king of my tribe, the kings of the tribe, we have 6 tribes. in the 1990s, they start honoring women to become the second chief in the village.
Okay.
She will not be the leading chief, but just like men, she will have 4 assistants, 2 male and 2 female. That is now happening in Suriname, and we are so proud of them.
I want to know something, because I don't know if this was done in Suriname or Belize, but there's an honor that was given to a maroon lady in Jamaica named
Oh, talk to me. I did that.
Mama G. It's what
Mama G.
Yeah.
I did it.
Okay, what that honor is like? What you call it?
That honor is the highest ever given to a maroon ever.
Okay.
It will not happen to a maroon woman in Suriname. I can give you how it went.
Okay.
I came to Jamaica as an ambassador to represent Maroon, do something in Charlestown.
Mm-hmm.
And I founded Maroon Women's Network in 2000 together with another Maroon lady. But I heard of Jamaican Maroon, and I wanted to connect us as Maroon women in the Western Hemisphere. And I discovered Mama G. Gloria Sims there. I invited her to come and to start the Maroon Women Chamber of Cooperation. And we did that. So when we formed the Maroon Women Chamber of Cooperation, I was like, I want you to meet with one of our paramount chief, one of the king. And I took her to the upper Suriname River together with some other Maroon ladies. And we had our camera with us. A man gave us his camera. We went to the paramount chief called Mr. Aboikoni. He's deceased now. And when we went there, when he saw her, the way she dressed up, her coconut hat and things like that, tears came into his eyes. He says, I see my mother and I see here my grandmother. This lady has a great spirit. You need to be a queen, a gaman. Does Jamaica has a gaman? She said, no, we only have colonels. We said, a maroon without gaman is not a maroon. You need to have the king there. And he wrote a letter. We helped him. We wrote it in English to the colonels of Jamaica. And the Colonel Frank Lumsden agreed with Suriname. And in June of the same year, 2014, we organized a minister of regional development. I approached him as Maroon Women Network chair then, and he paid the ticket of the Gaman delegation to install like they do it in Suriname. And the installation took place in Jamaica. And I was the interpreter. You see it on YouTube. It is on YouTube. That is how it went, in short.
I would love to see the link. I would love the link.
She is real. She is a gaman. And she's a queen. And you don't have them only in Suriname and in Jamaica now. She's the first female ever. She has the same level. In 2018, she came to Suriname for the last ritual at my residential king, the king of my tribe. They invited her to do the last final thing for a gaman. She and her partner came and they did it for her. But I was not at that ceremony that time because it was not my thing. They needed to do it. So she has everything to be the queen gaman. And that's why we don't change the name ga woman, ga woman. No, she's gaman. She's a king, a queen.
All right.
That's how it happened.
I love that. I love that.
But Franco, that installment of Mama Gino took one whole day.
Yeah. Yes.
One day.
One calls and everything. Yeah.
Yes. She needed to be cleansed I thank God they have a creek there. She needed to be cleansed first. She needed to go and take the ritual of the cleansing, and then come the white stuff we call pimba, the white clay, meaning she needs to be, so integrity is very important.
Okay. We want to bring it back. We want to bring it back. We want to bring it back again.
A stool from my tribe for her.
Okay.
She has a stool there, and she has a staff there as well. So they brought everything, the herbs that they needed, and you needed to do it with a talking drum called apinti. And my uncle was the apinti prayer. I do not understand the apinti language. You need to understand the Kumanti. I can only say Kejama Kejampo, meaning the God that makes everything. And so it was translated to me in my language, and I was interpreting it into English. But that is just the beat talk.
Okay.
Wow.
We want to bring you forward again. And I mean, next time we might get Mama G here. So we can we can have a good powwow, you know. So we're gonna bring you forward and get Mama G here as well.
So I salute Jamaica. You did it.
Okay. So
it's the only female gaman of the Western Hemisphere.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
A woman. It will never happen in Suriname.
Yeah.
I tell you.
It will never happen in Suriname? You don't think so?
No,
what
it
about
will
you?
not.
What about you? You don't think you could be a gaman?
No. It's maternal.
Okay.
And I don't belong to the maternal clan that can become. I have relatives in the clan, but I will not.
Okay.
And it's good. Let a man lead us, because the women in Maroon Society Suriname, they decide who becomes the chief, who becomes the gaman. It's a woman thing. Tio Franco, it's not a man thing. We women, we decide.
Okay.
Who becomes a gaman.
I love it.
All right.
And it will be like that forever.
Beautiful.
Look who turned up at the end of
Francine,
the program now.
come in, yes.
Francine, come on in before we get out of here.
Hi, good morning. I am listening and I am excited. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm just
Thank you.
listening, so I just run Jim Screechy to come around just to show my face. Just over a minute. You have me captured in your conversation. It's beautiful. I love the tradition, except for the beat up part though.
Yeah.
So who you send to beat up the man when them giving the trouble?
Well, I thank you. There is so much more to share, but I invite you all to one time come and see the Maroon live in Suriname. You might think you're in Africa. I have that experience, and we are still speaking our own languages. So I was teaching Tio Franco, and I will say Tia Francine and Tia Maxwanette. Meaning I respect you and see you not because of your age, as auntie that teaches others.
True.
So you're not an auntie to be called auntie. Tia is way of respect. It's is a protocol as well. There is so much more to share, but I cannot do all in one
day,
thing. I have a great uncle in Holland who knows all better. I wanted him, but he says, girl, Sisa Peking, you are the best. So remember, when I got married the Maroon way, it was not my dad who was important. My mother's brothers, they gave me to my husband's maternal clan.
Wow.
Not my father. He didn't even have a say in it.
Wow.
Because he just produced me. But one thing they give credit to the man, if the children are very intelligent, it comes from the father. Yes.
Yeah.
You get something. You get something.
Finally.
Hold on. So mommy gets no credit for that?
No, it comes from the blood, they say. And you see, I'm the first maroon woman to become an ambassador ever in Suriname. So I'm the first one to graduate and get the doctorandus title of my region. So my father say, because I look like him, that's why I got it.
I noticed you mentioned that
My mom is fair. My mom is a red maroon woman, was a red maroon woman, and I'm black. Like my daddy. He says, look at my face. You see, everything that is in there comes from me because you look like me.
All right. I agree with
And
Daddy.
he was telling all my maternal family that if he never ever had married my mom, they would never ever have someone from the university.
All right. See?
My daddy.
From the blood. Sorry,
My
ladies. The men get this one.
Yes, it's unto the man.
Yeah.
But if he's a criminal, it's the man.
All right. You see? What can I say? It's the man.
Criminal minds comes also from the man.
All right. Thank you, Ma
That's
Fidel.
it for now, I think.
Thank you, Ma Fidel.
If you have questions, please. And I will send you the love sign. I will send the love signs to Mr. Flevius.
Yeah.
And he will share it with you.
Yeah,
you fold the love folding, I will send it to you as well.
All right. And the Kia protocol. We need the names like Wadaho, Ma Fidel.
Yeah, if I come to the United States and you come to pick me up at the airport, just say Wadao Ma Fidel.
Wadaho, Ma Fidel.
And then I will say Fimang, meaning I know I'm a maroon.
All right.
Beautiful.
And if you don't know you're a maroon, you cannot say that.
All right.
It's
That's
a
true.
code. It's a code.
Yeah, we want all of that. We want everything on document. That's so we can, I can learn the language. And when I get to Suriname, I know exactly what to do when they ask me the question in the language.
But only the maroons know that, not the other Creoles. They don't know.
I'll be in the village.
Yes.
I'll be in the village.
And if they don't say Wada to you, meaning they don't welcome you, I'm like,
I'm walking with somebody just in case.
They will.
And I want to stop with this.
Yeah.
Maroon woman has a cleansing with herbs of their other face. And we give them names.
Okay.
And one of the name is kill somebody.
Kill somebody.
Yeah.
We'll learn more about that one. We'll leave it right there for today.
They give names to the herbs to tell you they treat themselves very well.
Okay.
The Western world want to take it away, like you will get HIV/AIDS, you will get infected. It's not true.
Okay.
Because all maroon women, even if you're educated, you live in Holland, go to Holland, you will see all the herbs that we have here in the marketplace.
I heard
it's
about
all
that. Yeah.
over.
I heard about
I'm
that.
sending to the United States, to Maroon of the United States as well.
Okay.
Women has to be a woman.
That's true. I love that, Ma. I love that, Ma.
That's good.
I love it.
Thank you very much for taking time out this morning.
You're welcome.
And for,
See you,
passing on
Franco.
that knowledge to us this morning. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies.
You're welcome.
All right.
Beautiful. I learned a lot.
Oh, yes. Me too.
Well, thank you. It was my pleasure.
Outlook.
Yeah.
Indigenous outlook.
Yeah, that was good.
And better than this, yes.
All right, so thank you very much. And so before we get out of here, we're going to do it right here. And, we're going to ask Queen Lubafo in the Garifuna language to say the Our Father and we get out of here with Tafina take care of ourselves. So you're gonna hear this
Wow.
morning.
You lead us to Kula.
About
You
the
belong far away away. Ajuguala leva buseru. Lida mua, lida sunkula. Lida mua, lida sunkula.
You know that? Do you know that, Mama? Huh? Ma Fidel, you know that one?
Unmute your mic.
I need to learn that too.
Right, okay.
This is exchange.
Yeah, right.
Marnash moves on.
This one is
Thank
from Belize.
you.
This one is
Beautiful.
from Belize, the Garafunas. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I know about Garifuna. I met a lady, and I want you in my network of the Western Hemisphere Maroons. So everyone who's a Garifuna or so, because we plan to have a meeting, a Western uniting the Maroons of the Western Hemisphere. And in 2022, we want to participate in the forum again of the indigenous peoples of the UN. And I want us to go together, Garifuna and all Maroons of the Western Hemisphere. So you're invited. I have a messengers group on Facebook. And I want to put you in that program. We don't need a lot, not everybody will come in, but you want to organize this for us to have our meeting, take a stand towards the UN. We have a petition already. I can share it with you. It was written in Jamaica, and I presented it as well. So let us unite and be strong.
Definitely.
Maroons of the Western Hemisphere.
I agree with you. One love.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
Yeah, sorry. But it's okay. I felt good being here with y'all.
Likewise.
And I would say in our language, when we say Utambo alasama.
What is that now? Usambo alasama.
Utambung alasama, meaning stay well, everybody.
All right.
Wonderful.
And then I would say thank you. Thank you means God tangi for you.
Man, we gotta catch those languages.
God tangi for you.
God tangi
Thank you very much.
Oh, God tangi for you. All right.
Yes. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. God tangi for you.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time.
All you gotta
Bless.
do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna